I do a car meet nearly every week, and I see over 100 or 200 builds every month. Here are my favorite builds in the last 4 months, and I've tried to somewhat recreate them and tell you why they're my favorite. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how you can recreate any color of your choice instead of having to rely on others for crew colors. I don't know what it is about these off-white colors. Every time I do see an off-white color, it appeals to me. The car appeals to me. And this being a Comet S2, of course, the combination is going to work really well to me, even though this has blue wheels. I think it's just different. And I mentioned it in this car meet, which was the clean builds meet. Of course, I'm going to like a few cars. And this is a combination of an off-white color and then a little pearlescent. So it has literally the color of an oyster pearl. It looks cool. I like it. And this one I did add the color for if anyone wants to copy. These off-white colors, they get really hard to make, and you can be messing about with the color palette over and over. So I thought I'd help you guys out if you're able to change your crew color. The Rhapsody, it's another car that weirdly you just don't see anymore. It's never a common choice. I mean, a lot of you probably look at this and think that wouldn't be a common choice. And this one came with Benny's wheels, which makes it even a rare option. And it's got this like dark version of gasoline green that you can't normally get in LSC. That's another crew color. Really easy to make. You just go on gasoline green in the color picker and you darken it quite a lot. But this color combination was so nice, so classy. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the Benny's wheels, so I went with my own alternative. But I love the way this thing looked. It has to be one of my favorite builds on this list of lists of my favorite builds. This Veltser's another one that I just went past at the beginning of the car meet, just thinking that I'm going to be able to look at it better later on when I go through cars. And it didn't even cross my mind to look at this a little better. But I got enough content to kind of get the color, pause it. And this is nice. I'm realizing with the Veltser, there's a lot of colors you can put on it, and it still looks good. This was in a deep blue. And as I said in the intro, I'll show how to get your perfect color. The deep blue is quite easy to get. This Astron custom is a simple one, but unfortunately it does have Chameleon painted wheels, which is only for GTA Plus members. The color combination is really what makes this with that livery, but I'm sure it would just work just as well with gold wheels that are not Chameleon color. But with Chameleon, it makes the car wheels look a lot more realistic because you've got that shine instead of that 3D printed look. But unfortunately, you need to have GTA Plus, I think around 10 months ago when this Chameleon painted anodized gold came out to even own it. So there's no point having GTA Plus right now because you can't get this color. And it's a bit stupid to pay like nearly $10 a month just to get Chameleon colored wheels. But I really did like this color combination, and it's why I added it to this list. The Vaca you don't even see anymore, and this one is simple with the color combination. Gone for dew yellow and just black wheels, and I think that's the combination that struck out to me. It makes sense. I think it fits the color. I think a lot of bright colors in GTA or real life match black wheels and black accents on the car, black vents. I think it's a good combination to go with, just like GT3 RS's, but it just works on this Vaca. And the fact that the car's a bit of a rarity, it stuck out to me and I put it on this list. A car that someone recalled straight away after this scene, it was the Vigero, and it was this Vigero with Benny's wheels. Unfortunately, we can't just put Benny's wheels on a car straight away in GTA, so I did the next best thing and I did put Lowrider wheels on there that were chrome. And this unfortunately was in the removed cars meet, which means of course it's removed off the website, so you can't buy this. But this color combination, making it look like a Lowrider, the car that GTA should have added to Benny's. And just driving the Vigero around, it looks alienated with this combination. It doesn't look like a car from GTA. You normally see flat or matte colors on this car. You don't see that pearl, and that's what set it off for me. Comet SR. The Comet SR, I think a lot of these Comets are a cheat because they do make colors pop and look really cool, especially when you add a carbon accent. I think they just enhance loads of colors. And in this meet, it was weird because this car was actually a free mode car. The whole theme of this car meet was to find the first car you see in free mode before you join the car meet and copy that car. And somehow you're telling me someone had this exact build. I don't know, it seemed a bit sus to me, but it was a nice build that apparently came from a random PlayStation Online player. I would have changed the wheels, but I think it was this color. This color's what set it off for me. I think colors and color combinations are the reason some cars stand out. But then it gets to a point where everyone knows that, and then black just gets overlooked. Just the color black. Like, think about it. When you've been on GTA Online, when's the last time you've seen a black car? You hardly see it. It's probably the rarest color. Nobody wants to pick it because it doesn't stand out. And I think black, yes, black is underrated. And it just looks really good on this Xeon Classic. Unfortunately, this person has gone through different means to get interior color as red or unselected, and you can't do that. And I think it looked really cool, but it's an option I couldn't add. The Schwarzer is already a car that I love. I think what Rockstar did and updated this thing, it was already cool before they updated it, but they updated it and it's really cool. And then this one of this car meet just caught my eye because it's one of those off-white colors which I love, and I mentioned earlier on in this video. And this one was really cool to the point of when I made it a slight bit different because I thought this one was a bit too unique. It popped at the same time as being off-white. It went really well with the car. I would have changed a few modifications on the car, but really I picked this car because of that color combination on the Schwarzer, and you can't tell me that's a bad color. Normally, I'm not into the old classic American cars having color-coded bumpers. I really love the chrome look. I think it looks natural and looks classy. But this one, don't know why, it just hit different. It looks a lot more rough, and I love the whole aura of this car. It looked like a nice model of a car that gets daily driven. And he went with off-road tires as well, which I never really go for. I don't really look into, but it worked. The livery option, color option, I think this shifted a bit of my perspective, and I kind of liked it. This Deviant, well, you don't see Deviants at all normally in car meets, but this Deviant, it was another car that I was going to look at later on in the meet, but this person only brought it for one spot. And it had like a modern color on it. It had a dark blue, which you don't really see on older muscle cars. You see them on more newer sporty cars. But this dark blue kind of worked well, and I think it really was the fact that I love the Deviant and someone made quite a cool build with it. With mine, I couldn't get rid of my overhauling build with the wheels because they are Benny's, so I didn't remove my wheels, but that color combination. But with the color, I did leave it on screen. It's a dark blue. It's quite popular, but on an old muscle car, didn't think it would look good. It does. So how do I make my own crew color crews? Well, on Social Club, just go to the crew section and make your own crew. If yours is full, just delete one of the crew. You cannot be using all 5 crews, and just make your own crew just for crew colors. Now, once you're on your crew color crew, you just press these 3 dots, edit crew, and then you should come to this page. When you actually click on this, there's not many colors you can actually make. Well, there are, but no way near what you can make in real life. As you can see, this doesn't have all crew colors, but if you go to a website like HTML colors or color codes, or I'll leave this one linked in the description. This is the one I always use. You can actually make any single color ever with the RGB. Now, it is a bit off in GTA. Let's say you want this color. So you want this color in GTA. If you just copy and paste this color onto GTA, it will be a lot brighter than this. So whatever color you want here, you just make it around 40 to 50% darker on the color palette. So I'll just go down here to make that color. And it's very weird because the lower you go, if I want this dark green color, I'll only go 40% down, which is around here, which I know can be a bit confusing. But anyway, let's just say I want this blue because I can't find something similar in GTA. Well, if I just calculate this as 100% and then go about 40% down, that should be the same color. So this color code should be around the same color that I was just on. And all I do is copy that code. And this is where it looks a lot more complicated than it is, but it's not. You just want to go on the little brick here that shows the color, right click it and go on inspect. Now I know it's crazy. It looks crazy, this does, but it's not. It's just a bit of code that we can ignore. And then you'll find this one line in the code that has like a hashtag and then a few numbers. So it'll say crew color hidden and then hashtag. And what we want to do is remove these numbers and paste in the ones that we have from the HTML color website. And then right at the end of it, don't ask me why, but you just put FF. And once you've done that, you press enter. Then you press save this crew and it should say saved. And here I am now in GTA, and as you can see, it's slightly off. It's a bit lighter. I miscalculated it. Maybe I should have went a bit lower. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. You'll get used to it after a few tries. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. See you guys in the next one.